Well, after all that, I am going to be the tough love part of the program. So I hope you're ready for it. My name is Galen. As I was noted, I was a co-founder of the Lincoln Project, and I'm now president of jointheunion.us, which you probably saw our table out there. We're all over the country, 50 states, 100 plus partner organizations, and we'll be doing a lot of work with you all this year. So I'm going to do this as a list. It's not going to be as eloquent as Robert or as entertaining as the pastor, so here we go. The first thing is, as a former Republican, when you're young, they have a saying just like Al Davis did, just win, baby. That's what Republicans do. That's the only thing they think about when it comes to campaigning. How are we going to win? Secondly, and I say this as an observer who's worked alongside y'all for almost 6 years, too often the tent is too small with too small a door. I am happy to work alongside y'all and with you and do everything I can. We need to have open hearts, open ears, open eyes, and open arms. 3, moral superiority does not win campaigns. And it's made harder when you add it to hypocrisy. Okay? If we're going to have values, we have to live those values. And campaigns are a competition of values, nothing else. Next, there's a great book by a guy named Richard Ben Kramer from 1988 called What It Takes, about the 88 presidential campaign. The question is what it takes. Are you willing to do the thing the other guy won't do to win a campaign? Sometimes that's not going to make you feel good. Are you going to do it? Again, this is not a moral competition. This is a political competition. Next, campaigns are binary. You win or lose. If you win, you govern. If you lose, you go home. Next, democracy does not mean you get to do whatever you want. Democracy means that you get to make your case to the people and that they get to hold you accountable for not doing it. Okay? 7. When 71% of races in 2024 go uncontested, when, as Bonnier noted, we are now losing in voter registration in key electoral college states, when we see an electoral college and a congressional district landslide of places like California and New York going to Texas and Florida, guys, that is not bad policy. That is too many people being unwilling, not like y'all, but others maybe just on the other side of that beltway, who are unwilling to do the hard, dull, mind-numbing, unsexy work of party building. That is neglect. That's what happens when you neglect what you all do. Next, we must match our belief that the world can be better with the work needed to make that happen. And I know that the people in this room can. 9, we didn't lose because voters are stupid. We lost because when all was said and done, too many of them decided one of two things. Either Donald Trump was a better option, which is hard to believe, or people didn't believe it mattered either way. And that is an indictment on all of us. Now, last thing. Actually, I got 2 more things. Number 10. Donald Trump will be in office for the next 3.5 years. I know. Our job is not to complain about him all day, every day. And it is not your job to stand in front of the fire hose, right? You can say, you know what? I'm not going to do this today. Someone, if the world comes to an end, someone will tell you, I promise. It's not your job to doom scroll all day. Read Robert every day. I want you to do that. But it's not your job to get down in the dumps and to doom scroll. We must now defend those behind us and respect those beside us. We know that if this time will end, and when it does, we best be ready with the vision, plans, people, and energy to put in place the world we want to create when this is over. That is the work that is happening now and the work that you all will do. Lastly, I live by something called Stockdale's Paradox. Now, you all probably don't remember James Stockdale, okay, but you only remember him as Ross Perot's running mate. And the very bad Saturday Night Live skit about him, which you probably don't remember, was that he was a 3-star admiral in the Navy. And he spent 8 years in the Hanoi Hilton. And he was a Medal of Honor recipient. And when he was in the prison, he came up with something. He said, 1, You must completely accept your circumstances for what they are. You must not shy away from them. But you must match that 100% with a belief that you will ultimately prevail. And that is what I live by every day, and I think we can too. Now let me say, I got a 12th thing, so I got a dozen because Robert said something that I said too. I have been doing this for a long time, everybody. And the one thing I can tell you is that the energy, the creativity, whether or not that's in politics, in campaigning, in philosophy, in political thought, in the way things can and should be done, or the bravery, is almost exclusively coming from women. I can tell you that. Unfortunately, I say this as an unfortunate thing. I think a lot of my brothers have given up. I think a lot of them have said, it's been a pretty good 2,000 years. I'm okay. You know what? And I think that is too bad. I got 2 daughters at home, and I'm certainly not giving up for them. And I just want to say thank you so much for having us together. Thank you so much.